a birthday gift for my girlfriend by then, and the last minute I had the idea. Good conditions on the Eiger, perfect weather, and I told my girlfriend, oh, my birthday gift is the Eiger North Face. And she was really happy. She said, wow, that's a cool gift. And like this, we climbed the Eiger North Face. First day we went to the test bivouac. We had a really nice, beautiful night up there, get to the top, and then back down to the valley. And when we came back, there were really perfect conditions. I never saw such good conditions on the Eiger, and I decided, I should go back up again tomorrow. So the next day I was again on the Eiger North Face, and I climbed the Eiger North Face in 3 hours and 54 minutes. And I was really, really happy, I beat the record. I was the fastest guy to climb the Eiger North Face. Everybody was like, wow, that's insane, that's like a new world record. And for me, after 3-4 days, I got a little bit of bad feeling. I was thinking like, that was too easy. I climbed it, I did not really prepare it. I was with my girlfriend in 2 days, I knew the conditions. But I was 100% convinced there is a lot more potential. That's absolutely not my personal limit. And this is exactly what you have to look for. It doesn't matter how fast you are. There is always somebody who is faster in life or who is stronger in life. That doesn't matter. But I think you just have to look for your own personal limits. And for me, 3 hours and 54 minutes, I knew exactly that's not my limit. That's why I decided I have to go back and try it even faster. And I decided I'd take a year, and I really prepared to climb the Eiger North Face. And I went back on the face in 2008. It was February 13th, and I was really prepared for it. So I spent another 3 days in the Eiger North Face in summer just to figure out where is the best way. Maybe sometimes you really have to go a little bit off route maybe, and then you can climb faster. And I also tried to really look for the perfect movement, so I can climb it without the rope. And my second goal on this second attempt on a record was, I want to free climb the Eiger North Face. Nobody ever free climbed it solo, the Eiger North Face, the Heckmeyer route. And that was my second goal a little bit, and this was kind of like a hard decision, because there are some sections like the Hinterstoisser Traverse, which there is a rope, and most people, they just clip in the rope and they pull the rope, and when you climb without any rope and you have this rope here, you have to stay strong, not to clip or just it's kind of like a hard decision. But I was really prepared, I really knew what I want, and climbing went very well. And I had like different sections on the face. For me, I had sections which you saw just before, which I knew I can move really, really fast. It's not super, it's not technical. And then there are sections like here, where you really have to slow down and just calm down and just climb. Because there, it's hard to climb and you can fall down, so just be patient. And I think these changes are really important, and it's really hard to handle. And it worked perfect for me. Because I really exactly knew what I wanted to do, and I knew exactly where I am, what I want to do, and how I have to climb. But that's really interesting. Once you start climbing, it feels like kind of normal. When I start climbing here, it's like going up the stairs. You don't have to think about, when you go up the stairs, I have to lift my right foot first and then my left foot. And this is how it has to be in climbing. You have to train so many times that it's really gets normal. And like this, you're also not scared. You can be afraid before, but once you start climbing, you should not be scared. If you're scared, then that's a bad sign. You have to turn back for sure. So that's something which is really, really important. But of course, it needs a lot of experience, especially in the snow. You really have to to be able to decide really quickly how good are the snow conditions. When you do here like the traverse of the gods, you start climbing and you know just below the snow here, they're just slabs. So if that snow slides down, you're just gone. So each step you have to decide if the snow is good or the snow is too soft. So these are all decisions you have to make immediately. And you see, sometimes you slide a little bit, but then you just pull down a little the heel and just make sure you're not lifting the heel. This is really, really, really important in this moment. But I had just enough snow for this traverse, and this is something which was very, I think, important to have the perfect condition to climb as fast as possible. And what I also did, I was waiting until there were no tracks in the face. For me, I wanted to climb it pure and doing my own tracks. And I was up there, first I looked at my watch and I thought, oh, this is impossible. It was 2 hours and 47 minutes. I thought, maybe the watch stopped being in between climbing. And the next thing I did is I took off my backpack, took my cell phone, and I called my friend. He was down on Kleine Scheidegg. There is a restaurant where you really see the Eiger North face, and his job was he has to follow me, and he could eat and drink as much as he wanted during my climb, and I have to pay it. So that was the deal. So you see, I was a little bit under pressure to be fast up there. But when I called him, I really wanted to know what his time was, and it was just before lunchtime. When I called him, he was a little bit angry because he just ordered lunch, and he was just asking, yeah, but now I just ordered lunch, and who is paying now the lunch? So I asked him, what's the time? And he had the same time, and then I said, okay, I pay also the lunch, it's good, it's on my bill. But you see, each person has different priorities in life. But also when I was up there, of course I was really happy, and I did never believe I could shave so much time off. And this changed a little bit my whole idea about mountaineering. I realized if you really go for a certain project, I think there is a lot more potential. And this changed a little bit my whole idea about mountaineering. But you also have to accept, once you do something, there's always somebody coming up and try to do it again, and you really have to make sure you can develop something more with this experience. Right now, the Eiger North Face is climbed in 2 hours and 29 minutes by a young Swiss guy, and this goes on. I think even the Eiger North Face will be climbed under 2 hours. This is possible. This will not be me, this will be some young kid. But I had this experience and I wanted to move on with this experience, with this technique I had developed for climbing the Eiger North Face. And for me it was totally clear